If you've ever looked at a modern racing yacht, you know the sails aren't just simple white triangles anymore. No way. They are seriously complex, high-tech airfoils. But figuring out what they're actually made of can feel, well, overwhelming. So that's what we're going to do in this explainer. We're going to pull back the curtain and demystify the world of modern sailcloth. Woven, laminate, Dacron, carbon, Kevlar. You hear these terms thrown around all the time, right? And if you've ever felt a little lost in all that jargon, hey, you are definitely not alone. So we're going to cut through all that noise and give you a really clear way to understand what's actually going into your sails. Okay, before we dive into the nitty-gritty, it's so important to kind of reframe how we think about a sail. Seriously, it's not just a piece of fabric catching wind. It's the engine of your boat. It's a precision tool that's engineered to handle incredible forces, all while holding a perfect aerodynamic shape. The material it's made from? It's absolutely everything. To get started, it really helps to know that almost all modern sailcloth falls into one of two fundamental categories. If you can get your head around this first distinction, you've got the key to understanding the entire market. First up is woven sailcloth. The most common kind is made from Dacron, which is just a brand name for polyester. You can think of this as the trusty, old-school workhorse. The fibers are literally woven together, kind of like the denim in your jeans. Its biggest strengths, durability, and affordability. That's why it's been the absolute go-to for cruising sailors for decades. It can just take a beating from the sun and the sea. Now, on the complete other side of the spectrum, you've got laminates. So instead of weaving, these things are engineered composites. It's like making a high-tech sandwich. You're bonding multiple layers together. You've got films, a grid of super strong fibers like carbon or aramid, and then protective outer layers. The entire goal here is to create a material that is unbelievably light, incredibly strong, and just refuses to stretch. So this really highlights the fundamental trade-off, doesn't it? With woven Dacron, what you're buying is longevity and value. It's gonna last. With a laminate, you're paying a premium for pure, raw performance and keeping that perfect sail shape. So your choice really starts with one question. Are you cruising or are you racing? Okay, now that we understand the two basic types of sailcloth, let's look at the companies that are actually making them. Now, while there are a few suppliers out there, the market is pretty much dominated by three major players, and each one has its own distinct personality and philosophy. First, you've got Challenge Sailcloth. These guys have a really deep heritage, with roots in the Bainbridge family that go all the way back to 1917. But today, they've carved out a really unique identity for themselves as the eco-innovator, focusing heavily on sustainability, with things like recycled materials and non-toxic production. Next up is Contender Sailcloth, which was founded back in 1986. Their whole tagline is "We go the extra mile," and their identity is totally built around being run by sailors for sailors. They are obsessed with quality control, managing the entire process themselves, right from spinning the yarn to that final finish. And finally, there's Dimension Polyant. Founded in 1966, they are, by their own admission, the world market leader. You can think of them as the engineers of the group. They combine German and US manufacturing with state-of-the-art tech to really drive innovation in the industry. So you've got the eco-innovator, the sailor's choice, and the market leader. Now let's dig a little deeper into how these philosophies really translate into how they compete. Because it's not just about the fabric, it's about the story and the values behind it. And this table just lays it out so clearly, doesn't it? It shows the different lanes they're all operating in. Challenge makes sustainability its core identity, sustainable composite textiles. Contender focuses on that human element. Their motto really emphasizes their commitment to the sailing community. And Dimension Polyant, they position themselves as the top dog, the industry leader, framing sustainability more as a part of responsible business, not necessarily its central mission. And you know, that leadership claim from Dimension Polyant isn't just marketing fluff. They have this deep well of trust within the industry. Quotes just like this one from a respected Swedish sailmaker. They really show the kind of loyalty they've built by just consistently delivering high-quality, innovative products that sailmakers can really count on. But Challenge has a really powerful counter-argument, especially on the environmental front. Their EcoPack technology is designed to be clean right from the get-go. It gets rid of toxic solvents and VOCs from the start, rather than, relying on carbon offsets to make up for a polluting process later. It's a fundamentally different and pretty compelling approach. Okay, so we've got two types of cloth and three very different company philosophies. So how do you take all of this and actually make a smart choice for your own boat, for your own sailing? Well, here's a simple two-step way to think about it. First, just decide on your primary goal. What do you need most? Is it bulletproof durability for cruising, or is it pure, unadulterated performance for racing?
That answer immediately points you towards either woven or laminate. Then, step 2, ask yourself what you value in a company. Are you drawn to the eco-pioneer, the brand built by fellow sailors, or the established technology leader?
Whew, we have covered a lot of ground. So if you're going to take away just a few key ideas from all this, here's what they should be. So the whole sailcloth world really starts with a simple choice: woven for durability, laminate for performance. Easy enough. From there, you've got the three titans: Challenge, Contender, and Dimension Polyant. And they're selling you more than just cloth, they're selling a philosophy. Whether you care most about eco-innovation, sailor-centered quality, or market-leading tech, your choice of manufacturer says a lot about your own values. And all of this leaves us with a really fascinating question to chew on. As these companies keep pushing the boundaries of material science, making fabrics lighter, stronger, and more sustainable, you have to wonder, what will the high-performance sail of the future really be made of? What's coming next?